Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tulsa's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick shovel pass. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Here comes the hurry up.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Scanning the field, it's Miles. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So Marshall's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Keep it on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tulsa wasting no time. They give it to him again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Miles. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks. Fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Feeling some heat. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Davis will throw. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The aerial assault continues. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Marshall! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
14, Tulsa, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. To the air, it's Miles. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down. New set of downs.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding.
He's got it inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback checking off. Davis looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurd!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today at DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 10 over SMU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Trying to get to him. He makes the connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
At the 40, there he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Puts him in the spin cycle. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, it's complete. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. On the run, still looking. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Davis will throw. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Got it behind the line. It's Morton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Tulsa wasting no time. Looking to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Coming out. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Tulsa, 17.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He fires one deep down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Davis looking to pass. Fires one high and deep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Marshall! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Davis will throw. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Tulsa, 17.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Makes the grab on the left.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Miles. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. All Uncle Mo on your side.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Finds us back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Right back to him on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Herd! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Lets it fly. And the ball is intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here's the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the